It smells like a beautiful day. Because I won't be tolerating the bullshit.
And now, here with an unlimited supply of misinformation is Mr. Broadcasting live.
Hey Siri. Did the Patriots play today?
The Patriots were trounced by the Saints today. The final score was 34-0.
34-0. Damn. What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy. Happy Monday, you suckers. So, a few things I want to cover before we get into the actual program. First, I want to give a big shout to my aunt, whose birthday is today at the time of recording. Big shout to my mom number 2, whose birthday it was today. Big shout to my brother and sister-in-law for their anniversary. Big shout out to Trevor Gerald for this accomplishment. And big shout to my man J Bito. Happy belated birthday. That's what I was going to start with. You know what I'm saying? And then I went into the other stuff. So either way, everybody is equally important to me in my life. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy anniversaries to y'all. Now, let's get into Motivation Monday. So, I remember one time Cat Williams, one time Cat Williams said something to the effect of, you have to have haters, You have to have haters. Number one, if you have haters, then you're doing something in your life for them to hate. All right. Number two, they are a driving force. Now, I gotta give a big shout to my man Dana. I'm not gonna say his whole name. He know who he is. Big shout to my man Dana because he has been a nemesis to me. Like, it all started back in the days of breakdancing, right? And it was a thing of the move. I might have talked about this before. I'm not sure. I have to see. There was a move called the windmill, which was a hard move then. The windmill now, compared to B-boys that's out now, it's nothing. But there was a move called the windmill. And essentially it was, you flailing around on the ground with your legs spread like this, and you're just doing this movement like this, which is where the windmill name got its name from, looking like a windmill. So there was different ways of doing the windmill, and I learned how to do it. And then he found out that I knew how to do it, and he battled me, and he knew how to do it, but he knew how to do it on the next level of it, because there was levels to it, on the next levels of it. And this is with hands. Right? Anyway. And then he came along and learned how to do it without hands. And that was it. For me, in that category, that was it. He won that. He won that. So then we were grown up. We all have kids, getting married, and so on and so forth. And I see him one day in Connecticut at Home Depot. And no, let me bring it back. I was in a few rap groups. Those of you who know Underdog Family is a crew I created, but prior to that, I was involved with groups like Young and the Restless, I think they call themselves, the Young and the Restless, or the Young and the Reckless, with my man Yuru and his brother. and I was like a dancer, hype man in that group. And then fast forward to my man Goob, who at the time was calling himself TLC. He was a part of this group called Rally Round the Flag Productions, but he was an artist within that production team. And then other people within that group, my man Aaron, I used to see my man Bob. Anyway, the point is, I was in these different groups. So I had got into the rap category, was doing shows in Stratford and Connecticut. Here comes Dana again. Here comes Dana. Now he's in this group with the legendary Jock Box from the Skinny Boys. One up. You see what I'm saying? So there was no battle there, but he was in this group, and it was just like, okay, he's in a group with a legendary artist. Okay. So then fast forward, again, I probably said it backwards, but it was a thing of, you get married, you have kids, you're not battling and rapping and all that, unless that's your profession. All right, let me just put it out there. There are professional b-boys and professional rappers and all that. But for the most part, we weren't professionals. It was something you did. You understand what I'm saying? It's just the things I just brought up, breakdancing and rapping, the things that you did. Okay. So farther on down the line, I get into fitness, this, that, and the third. Not to the level of anything beyond just, wanting to be Diesel, wanting big arms and a big chest and all that stuff. Just the stuff that men want that get into that. All right? I turn around. This guy is a trainer with one of the artists that was in that group. They had a training company. Then I see him at Home Depot, and he's just yoked. He's yoked. Now, he's short. He's a short dude. He's always been a short dude. Short dude. He's going to enjoy this, man. I'm going to definitely tag him with this. He's going to enjoy this stuff. Because I'm actually admitting these things to him. Big shout to you, too, D. Big shout. So, see him later on down the line is at Home Depot. He's, like I said, short dude, but he's yoked. He got these tribal tats on his arms, all that. And I'm like, this dude. And I remember I admitted to him at that time, man, we've been battling on all sorts of stuff. One upping each other on all sorts of stuff. You're starting to piss me off. Jokingly, I said that. And as we're sitting there talking, here comes this chick. Now, so I'm like, what's your number, bro? Let's get up one day. He was like, all right. So he starts saying his number. And there's this chick who has nothing to do with us. She's standing there and she's like saying the last four of the numbers. And he's like, I got a lady or whatever. I got a lady. I'm sitting there like, man, this dude is talking and this chick is admiring him. Okay? Big bruise to the ego. Big bruise. I don't know if you remember that, D. Big bruise to the ego. So I'm like, it's bad enough he's sitting up here yoked with these tats on his arm and shit. But then then this girl comes out of nowhere and she's trying to get his number in a sneaky fashion. Just straight like, didn't turn to me and say, hey, let me get your number too. Not at all. Didn't think about that at all. So fast forward to now, we're like in our 50s. Probably both. I know I'm 50. I think I'm older than him. I do not know. But I know we are in our level 5 status. And recently, I've been putting these posts up that's kind of, in my Facebook, I've been putting posts up where it's kind of like flashbacks. You know what I mean? Do you remember this? And I had a picture of me battling Bridget Skipper. She's on the picture, and there's just all these schoolmates are in this picture. And I put that up, and it got all these reviews. And then my man Dana actually called me and was talking to me and was telling me how he was telling his son about our rivalry. And he wanted to show him some of the stuff I was saying in the picture. So hopefully you're showing in this video, D. And this is the point of what I'm talking about. Okay? So remember, I started off with you need haters, then I brought you into my nemesis in life. Recently I had put up a post and I had said something. It was telling people to say to me, remember, kind of describe me how you met me in one word. And he put down Nemesis. And I put down for life. And I realized, let me make a post about that. Because you know what? You do need people like that. And everybody has one. Everybody has one. If you dig deep enough, maybe you have to look into your grade school years. Maybe there's somebody at your job right now. Whatever. There's always somebody that's out there hating on what you're doing. And even though they're really not a factor in your life. They're not anybody that really affects your life except for in that category. Now, D is significant to me because we grew up as homeboys. And this is what we did. You know what I mean? So he's a significant, but it's not like I see him every day. I go to his house. We have lunch, things like that. It's not like that. We have a big difference. But he's still significant in my life because I watch him. And apparently he watches me too. To see what's going on in our lives. And I have to thank you, D. I have to thank you because it's not like you in the space that I'm in, but you always kept me on my toes. And that's what you need when it comes down to having a nemesis. When you have haters, you need that. You have to appreciate the fact that they exist. Because if nobody's talking to you about anything, nobody's challenging you, you're really just going through life, man. And if you're trying to be successful, if you're trying to do something with your life, if you're trying to advance or anything like that, you need somebody to tell you you're wrong, tell you you're right, show you the way, answer your questions, even ask you some questions so they can test your knowledge. Somebody asking you, hey, how do you do this? Should make you feel good because they might genuinely not know. And this is where you're going into your brain not realizing that you have all this knowledge that you can share. You know, now people are making money off it, courses, coaching, and all this other stuff off that. But the reality is everybody can do that. Everyone can do that. So I'm saying all that to say that I have to give a big shout out to my man Dana because even though we're not competing in the space of anything at this point, there's nothing to compete about. I do want to see you and get a video of you and I doing the windmill because I'm gonna tell you right now, I can still do it. Now you do it and you do it with no hands and you've won the battle again. But I can still do it. I'm pretty sure I can still do it. Let me say it like that. I ain't been out here practicing or anything like that. I'm pretty sure I can still do it. But y'all go out there and get you a nemesis or find out who your nemesis is. Even if it's a person, just makes your blood boil. You know, if you're doing something about whatever it is that makes your blood boil, that's your nemesis. That is the villain in your movie of life. Go out there and find your villain and get out there and make some things happen. Prove that that person and the rest of the people that you are about something. Get out there and make some things happen. You know what I mean? Get you a villain. You know what I'm saying, baby? Motivation. Monday.
I'm out, yo. I'm out, yo. Yo.